The RMS Titanic, a titan of engineering. A marvel of its time, it stood as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. A floating palace that promised an unparalleled journey across the Atlantic, a symbol of human ambition. The Titanic was more than just a ship. It was a beacon of hope and progress, a vessel that carried the dreams and aspirations of its passengers. On April 14, 1912, she embarked on her maiden voyage, a journey destined for greatness. The air was thick with excitement as the ship set sail from Southampton, bound for New York City. Little did anyone know fate had a cruel twist in store. The night was serene, the ocean calm, but beneath fated. The night was calm, the sea a mirror reflecting the starlit sky. It was a night that seemed almost magical, with the stars twinkling brightly above, casting a gentle glow on the vast expanse of water. Passengers on board, a tapestry of humanity, reveled in the lap of luxury. From the opulent first-class lounges to the more modest third-class quarters, everyone was united by the shared experience of this grand voyage. Unaware of the icy breath approaching, they danced, dined, and dreamed under the same moon that would soon bear witness to unimaginable tragedy. The ballroom was alive with music, the dining rooms filled with laughter and conversation. The air was filled with music and laughter. Champagne flowed freely. The orchestra played enchanting melodies, adding to the festive atmosphere that enveloped the ship. The atmosphere was electric with the thrill of the journey. Passengers explored the ship, marveling at its grandeur and the promise of adventure that lay ahead. In the gilded halls and opulent means of transportation, it was a symbol of a new era, a promise of a brighter future. This was a voyage of dreams, a journey towards new beginnings. For many, it was a chance to start anew, to leave behind the old world and embrace the opportunities of the new. No one could have predicted that this night of grandeur would descend into a maelstrom of terror, forever etching its place in history as a chilling reminder of the unpredictable nature of life. The unsinkable ship, a marvel of human achievement, would become a somber lesson in humility and the fragility of our greatest creations. At 11:40 p.m., a shudder rippled through the ship, a moment that would forever be etched in history. A subtle tremor, easily dismissed as a mere nautical nuance, barely noticeable to those enjoying the luxury of the Titanic. But deep within the bowels of the Titanic, a deadly encounter had taken place, one that would seal the fate of the unsinkable ship. An iceberg, a silent and formidable giant, had grazed the ship's starboard side, its icy fingers leaving a mark that would soon spell disaster. The impact, though seemingly insignificant on the surface, had torn a fatal gash in the ship's hull, a wound that would soon bleed the Titanic dry.
There was a slight jar, but I didn't feel much. It was just a minor inconvenience, or so I thought. I didn't realize anything was wrong until I went up on deck. The cold night air hit me, and I saw the crew's frantic movements.
The initial impact was met with confusion rather than panic. Passengers wandered the hallways, puzzled by the sudden disturbance. Many passengers, unaware of the impending danger, continued their revelry, oblivious to the icy hand of fate that had just gripped their vessel. The music played on, laughter echoed through the grand halls, and glasses clinked in celebration, all while the Titanic's doom loomed ever closer. As the minutes ticked by, the unsettling truth began to dawn. The ship began to list, ever so slightly at first. The hum of the engines fell silent, replaced by an eerie quiet. Whispers of concern turned into murmurs of fear, as crew members scurried about, their faces etched with worry.
The realization that something was wrong, and very wrong with her, came to me with a shock.
The gravity of the situation was slowly seeping into the consciousness of the passengers. The unsinkable Titanic was sinking. Panic erupted. The once calm decks transformed into a maelstrom of fear and desperation. Mothers clutched their children, their faces pale with terror. Husbands bid their wives farewell, their voices choked with emotion. The lifeboats, woefully inadequate for the sheer number of souls on board, were being lowered, women and children first.
It was a night of horror I can never forget. The screams of the people in the water will stay with me forever.
The band played on, their music a haunting soundtrack to the unfolding tragedy. Amidst the chaos, acts of courage and selflessness shone through. As the Titanic's bow slipped beneath the waves, the stern rose higher, exposing the propellers to the night sky. The lights flickered and died, plunging the ship into darkness. The cries of those trapped within the sinking vessel echoed across the icy water, a chilling testament to the human cost of the disaster.
"I saw the Titanic sink," said survivor Jack Thayer. "It went down slowly, majestically, like a great gentleman. For those on board, the final moments were a blur of terror, resignation, and heart-wrenching goodbyes."
In the icy waters of the North Atlantic, hundreds of souls struggled for survival. The lucky ones clung to lifeboats, their faces illuminated by the faint glow of distress flares. The air was thick with the cries of the dying and the prayers of the living.
"I prayed for a miracle," recalled survivor Annie Funk. "I prayed for the strength to endure the cold and the darkness." As the night wore on, the icy grip of the Atlantic claimed many. Hypothermia set in, stealing the warmth from their bodies and the hope from their hearts.
As dawn broke, the RMS Carpathia, alerted by the Titanic's distress signals, arrived on the scene. The sight that greeted the rescuers was one of utter devastation, a sea of debris dotted with lifeless bodies stretched as far as the eye could see. The Carpathia's crew worked tirelessly, pulling survivors from the icy water, but for every life saved, countless others were lost. The final death toll stood at over 1,500 souls. Among the victims were millionaires and immigrants, families and individuals, all united in death by the tragedy that had befallen them. Echoes of trauma, the unseen scars. The survivors, forever bound by their shared experience, carried the scars of that fateful night long after the Carpathia reached the safety of New York. Many suffered from survivors' guilt, haunted by the memories of those who had perished.
"The Titanic never left me," confessed survivor Milvina Dean, the youngest passenger on board. "It was always there, in my dreams." The sinking of the Titanic had a profound psychological and emotional impact on those who survived.
The unsinkable spirit resilience in the face of tragedy. Yet, from the ashes of tragedy, stories of resilience and hope emerged. Survivors rebuilt their lives, honoring the memory of those lost by living their lives to the fullest. The human spirit, though tested, had not been broken. The sinking of the Titanic served as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of fate. It also highlighted the inherent goodness in humanity as acts of bravery and selflessness shone through the darkness. Lessons etched in ice, a century of remembrance. The Titanic disaster sent shockwaves around the world, prompting sweeping changes in maritime safety regulations. The tragedy led to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol and the implementation of stricter lifeboat requirements, ensuring that such a disaster would never happen again. More than a century later, the Titanic continues to captivate our imagination. It serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of humility, preparedness, and the preciousness of life. The Titanic's enduring legacy, a testament to human fragility and strength. The story of the Titanic is not just a tale of tragedy, it is a testament to the human spirit's enduring capacity for courage, compassion, and resilience. The passengers and crew faced unimaginable circumstances, yet many displayed acts of heroism and selflessness. From the musicians who played to calm the passengers, to the crew members who worked tirelessly to save lives, their bravery is a beacon of hope. It is a story that continues to resonate with each passing generation, reminding us that even in the face of unimaginable loss, hope and the human spirit can endure. The survivors carried with them the memories of that fateful night, sharing their stories so that future generations could learn and remember. Their accounts serve as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit. The Titanic's legacy is a complex tapestry woven from the threads of tragedy, heroism, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Each artifact recovered from the wreckage tells a story, each photograph captures a moment in time, and each memorial stands as a testament to those who lost their lives. The ship's story is not just about its sinking, but about the lives it touched and the lessons it imparted. It is a story that will forever be etched in our collective memory, a chilling reminder of the night the unsinkable ship sank and the lessons we learned from its watery grave. The Titanic's tale is a poignant reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It teaches us about the importance of preparedness, the value of human life, and the power of compassion in the face of adversity.